Hello students, now in the retirement of partner, now today we solve sum number 13. Now first of all we read the sum that LWB are the partners of a firm sharing P&L in the ratio of 2:2:1. Balance sheet of their firm on 31st/3/16 was as under. Now see, this balance sheet is given. Now let's see the other adjustments. In that first one is W retired on 1/4/16. Terms of retirement were decided as under. First, market value of building is 50,000. So tick mark on building. Then after, book value of stock is 10% more than its cost. Stock is to be recorded at its cost. So tick mark on stock. Then after, personal expense of W was debited to P&L account. So for this we pass separate effect. Then after, goodwill of the firm is valued at 80,000. This is for the working of the goodwill. Then after, L will gain 5/40 and B will gain 3/40 from W's share of profit. Means here gain ratio is already given. Last, amount due to W is to be paid in cash and the same amount will be brought in cash by L and B in such a manner that their capital may remain in the new P&L ratio in the new form, right? So now we discussed this at the time of this adjustment. So let's start the sum. First of all, look at the working. The old ratio of LBW, that is 2:2:1. This is given. W is retiring from the firm. Gain ratio of L, that is 5/40, and B's gain, that is 3/40. This is also given. So gain ratio is L for L and B, that is 5:3. Now we can find out new ratio. New ratio is not given in the sum. So new ratio is equals to old ratio plus gain ratio, right? Here old ratio plus gain ratio we take because gain ratio is already given. We have to find out new ratio. So for to find out new ratio, there is another formula, that is old ratio plus gain. So L's old ratio plus gain comes 21/40. B's old ratio plus gain comes 19/40. So new ratio that becomes 21/40 and 19/40. Now the next working is for the old goodwill. Old goodwill is given in the old balance sheet, right? That is 8,000 rupees. So these 8,000 rupees we distribute in between all partners in their old ratio. So LBW's account debit to goodwill account credit. Now the next working is for the new valuation of the goodwill. Now in the sum it is given that firm's goodwill, that is 80,000. Now retiring partners old ratio, that is 1/5. This is 2 plus 2 plus 1 comes 1/5. So 80,000 into 1/5 comes 16,000. So this 16,000 we distribute in the gaining ratio, that is 5:3. In between remaining partners only. Now W is retiring from the firm. So now we distribute new goodwill in between L and W only in their gaining ratio. So L's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to W's capital account credit. W becomes giver and this two becomes receiver. Now this point is for the last adjustment. So we discussed this at that time. So now let's start the sum. First of all, record this capital account into the partner's capital account credit side as by balance brought down. See, by balance brought down. Then after, transfer all these balances into the new balance sheet. This is the old balance sheet, this is the new balance sheet. This is the old goodwill. This is to be distributed in between all partners in their old ratio. That entry we have seen. So goodwill is always recorded on partners capital account debit side, old goodwill. That is always recorded on partners capital account debit side to goodwill account. 3,200, 3,200, 1,600. This working also we have seen. Then after, on building there is one tick mark. Building amounted to rupees, see, 37,000 is given. So write down building inner side 37,000, leave one line and draw the line. Debtors write down as it is because there is no tick mark on debtors, so debtors 13,000 outer side. Stock 5,500 is given, so write down stock inner side 5,500 minus decrease outer side comes 5,000. Then cash, this cash is to be recorded in the cash account as to balance brought down 2,000 rupees. Now the whole process, now we know that which balance is to be transferred into which account. Asset side is over. Now the liability side, in that general reserve is to be distributed in between partners. So see, partners capital account credit side by general reserve in the all partners old ratio. Then after creditors, no tick marks, so write down creditors, liability side creditors as it is 20,000. Outstanding expense 3,000, so write down outstanding expense 3,000. Now old balance sheet we have transferred into the new balance sheet. Now we solve adjustment one by one. First adjustment, that is market value of building is 50,000. 50,000 market value is given, so that 50,000 comes in the outer column. So the difference in between old value and new value, that is our increase in the value of asset. This is the old value, this is the new value, so difference in between them, that is our increase in the value of asset. Now increase in the value of asset goes on la revaluation credit side. C, buy building account 13,000. Now the next one, that is book value of stock is 10% more than its cost. Stock is to be recorded at its cost. So here we have to find out the working and its amount. Here we have to find out the amount of stock through the working. Your value of book value of stock, that is 10% more than its cost is given. So you this kind of adjustment we have seen in the last sum, that you just put that equation that if the book value is 100, then 10% more becomes 110. So at 110, I'll show you working over here. Book value is 100, then it's 10% more. %% more comes 10, so it comes 110. So now we put up an equation that when book value is 110, then its price is 5,500 is given. Then what is the price when book value is 100? So 5,500 multiplied by 100 comes 110 comes 5,000. So this is our cost price for stock. This is the working for the stock, right? Okay. So now see here, stock outer side we write down 5,000. Value, that is 5,500 is given. So there is a decrease of rupees 500, right? So there is a decrease in the value of stock. So stock we record on a revaluation debit side. Now the next adjustment, that is personal expenses of W, 500 was debited to profit and loss account. Now our adjustment is, let's see this adjustment again, that personal expense of W 500 was debited to P&L account. Now personal expense, that is debited to profit and loss account. For that there is one entry, and that entry is partners capital account debit to revaluation account credit. Partners capital account debit to revaluation account credit, that is the expense. So that is to be debited on partners capital account debit side. So see, to revaluation account, in that I have written personal expense in the column of W 500. This is expense for him, so this also we pay to him, or right, or we tell him to pay. Then after this becomes our income, our, that means firm's income, when personal expense of W pays back to the firm, that becomes income for the firm. So by personal expense of W, that is 500. Now the next one, that is goodwill of the firm, is valued at 80,000. This is done. Fifth one, that is also done. Now last one, that is amount due to W is to be paid in cash, and the same amount will be brought in cash by L and B in such a manner that their capital may remain in the new P&L ratio in the firm. Now what is the meaning of this adjustment? That is amount due to W. Whatever amount we have to pay to W, that we pay in cash, and the same amount will be brought in cash by L and B in such a manner that their capital may remain in the new P&L ratio in the new firm. Now for this we look at the working. For that we require first of all total. Let's do totaling of revaluation account. Here profit arises. This profit is to be distributed in between all partners in their old ratio. This profit is to be transferred to partners capital account, and that is recorded on partners capital account credit side, right? So solve this up to this. Now we start solving that last adjustment. For that we make totaling of L, totaling of W. Now credit side comes 20,000 plus 2,000 plus 5200 comes 27200, and this debit side comes 13200. So let's see the working. That as capital, this is partners capital account credit total, and this is partners capital account debit total. So difference comes 14,000. In the same way we have to we take totaling of B also, B's capital account, that a credit total that comes 19,700. See, 12,500 plus 2,000 plus 5200 comes 19,500, and total of debit side comes 3200 plus 6,000 comes 9200. So see, this is the total of debit side, this is the total of credit side. So difference, that is 10,500. Now cash paid to W. What cash we pay to W? Now for W we make totaling. We make total of credit side, that comes 24600. Then we make total of debit side, so that comes to 100. So difference comes 22,500 that we pay in the form of cash to W. समझ में आ रहा है? W का टोटल करके पहले लिख दे, because in the last adjustment it is given that we pay cash to the W. So 22,500 we pay cash to the W. So cash paid to the W, that is 22,500. So total comes 47,000. Now this 40,000 is to be distributed in between all that existing partners in their gaining ratio, in their new ratio. Sorry, this 47,000 is to be distributed in between remaining partner or existing partners in their new ratio, because in the sum it is given that in the new ratio. Now see, our adjustment, look at the adjustment again, that amount due to W is to be paid in cash. So that 22,500 we paid in cash, and the same amount will be brought in cash by L and B in such a manner that their capital will remain in the new P&L ratio. मतलब ये 22,500 हम W को पे करेंगे, उसको जितना पे करेंगे साथ में उतना ही वापस बिजनेस में हम वापस ही बिल आएंगे. So that 22,500 that is brought in cash by L and W. So this amount also we have added. समझ में आ रहा है? एक तो ये 14,000 प्लस 10,500 ये तो हमें न्यू P&L रेशियो में रखना ही है. So that cash paid to W, that is 22,500. ये भी अमाउंट L and B बिजनेस में ला रहा है. So total comes 47,000. Now this 40,000 is distributed in between existing partners in the new ratio. So new ratio, that is 21:19. So 47,000 that is to be distributed in between L and B in the new ratio 21/40, 19/40. So amount comes this. Now whatever amount comes that we record over here, amount comes 24, 675, 22, 325. So that is our to balance carried down. This is our to balance carried down. Now we make totaling. Totaling हमने अभी तक नहीं किया है. Totaling हमने नहीं किया है, right? So now we make totaling. Make the totaling. Now debit side comes higher because 24 4,000. So now 32,000 plus 10,000 plus 24 675. So total comes 37875. Now from this 37875 subtract or deduct 20,000 minus 2,000 minus 5200 comes 10675. समझ में आ रहा है difference? How we have found out difference? First of all, make total of this including 24675. So that comes 37875. From this 37875 deduct 20,000 minus 2,000 minus 5200 comes this. So this is our difference amount and this also they brought in cash. समझ में आ रहा है, right? Now for this, now same we do for the B. 3200 plus 6,000 plus 22325. So total comes 31525. From this 31525 deduct 5200, deduct 2000, deduct 12500. So amount balance comes this 11825. So this is our cash account difference. So this amount they brought in cash. So now this our balance carried down, that is our capital. Make the total of cash account. Now this 10,675 and 11825 that is brought in cash by this existing partner. This cash they brought, so this is to be posted on the cash account debit side also. एंट्री इस तरह से पड़ेगी, कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट क्रेडिट. सो पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट क्रेडिट वी हैव पोस्टेड. नाउ वी पोस्ट ऑन पार्टनर कैश अकाउंट डेबिट साइड. एल्स कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट 10675, बिस कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट 11825. देन मेक द टोटलिंग एंड फाइंड आउट द बैलेंस. सो बैलेंस कम्स 2000. दिस बैलेंस वी ट्रांसफर टू एसेट साइड कैश अकाउंट, एसेट साइड 2000 rupees. And that partners capital account carried down balance, that is our closing capital or final capital in the new balance sheet, right? So that total comes 47,000. Then make the totaling of balance sheet and that comes 70,000. So this is how we can solve sum number 13. So revise this video again and do practice yourself, right? Okay, so see you tomorrow.